In the vast, sun-drenched expanse of the savannah, many animals roam, each playing a crucial role in its delicate ecosystem. Yet when we think of which animal rules this landscape, the lion often comes to mind, known as the king of the jungle. Despite the fact that they actually reside in grasslands and savannas rather than jungles. Lions live in social groups called prides, which typically consist of several related females, their young and a few males. This social structure allows them to be highly effective hunters, working together to take down large prey like wildebeest and zebras. However, it's essential to recognize that the savannah is home to a variety of other powerful animals, including elephants, who are the largest land mammals on Earth, known for their intelligence, complex social structures, and ability to modify their environment by uprooting trees, thus creating new habitats for other species. While lions may dominate in terms of predation, elephants could be considered rulers in their own right due to their ability to shape the ecosystem, creating waterholes as they dig and trampling down dense vegetation, allowing other species to thrive. Then there are the cheetahs, famous for their incredible speed, able to sprint up to 60 miles per hour. They're the fastest land animals, relying on their agility and sharp eyesight to catch smaller prey. Their hunting style is quite different from that of lions, as they prefer to hunt alone or in small family groups. The spotted hyena, often underestimated, plays a vital role in the savannah as well. They are not only scavengers, feeding on leftovers from larger predators, but also skilled hunters in their own right. Living in large clans, they are known for their complex social interactions and vocal communications, which can sound quite eerie at night. The African wild dog, with its unique hunting strategies and pack dynamics, also deserves mention. They are incredibly social animals, known for their cooperative hunting techniques, where they work together to chase down prey, and their efficiency results in a higher success rate than many solitary hunters. Birds, too, have their place in the hierarchy of the savannah, with species such as the ostrich, the largest bird in the world, known for their impressive speed and powerful legs, allowing them to outrun most predators, while vultures, often seen soaring high above, play a critical role in the ecosystem by cleaning up carrion, preventing the spread of disease. The savanna ecosystem, known for its wide open spaces and scattered trees, is a unique environment that plays host to a diverse range of wildlife, shaped by specific characteristics that influence which animals can thrive in this landscape. One of the defining features of the savannah is its seasonal climate, exhibiting a distinct wet and dry season. This means that animals have adapted to manage water availability, with some species being migratory, traveling long distances to find food and water during the dry months, while others have developed strategies such as the ability to store fat or reduce water loss to survive in times of scarcity. The vegetation, primarily consisting of grasses interspersed with shrubs and occasional trees, offers both shelter and food sources, supporting herbivores like zebras, antelopes, and elephants, which graze on the abundant grasses, while predators such as lions and cheetahs thrive by following these herbivores, establishing a predator-prey dynamic that is crucial for the ecosystem's balance. Moreover, fire plays a significant role in the savannah, as periodic fires help to maintain the grasslands by clearing out old, dead vegetation, allowing fresh growth to emerge, which in turn supports the grazing animals and the higher predators that rely on them. The soil in savanna areas is often rich in nutrients benefiting the plant life, but it can also be quite variable, which influences the distribution of different species. For instance, areas with more fertile soil may support larger trees, creating patches of woodland that provide additional habitats for birds and smaller mammals, while the more open grassland areas are favored by larger grazing animals. The interactions between these various components, climate, vegetation, soil, and animal behavior, create a complex tapestry that defines the savanna ecosystem, allowing it to support a rich array of life. Additionally, the social structures of animals play a role in their success within this ecosystem. For example, herd animals often band together for protection against predators, while solitary hunters, like leopards, utilize the cover offered by trees and tall grasses to stalk their prey. In essence, the savanna's unique characteristics, including its climate, fire regime, and the interplay between flora and fauna, dictate not only the types of species that inhabit this ecosystem, but also how they interact with one another, shaping a vibrant and dynamic wildlife community that has fascinated biologists and nature lovers alike. In the vast, open landscapes of the savanna, where golden grasses sway under the warm sun, the competition for dominance among different predator species, such as lions and hyenas, is a fascinating spectacle. Lions, often referred to as the king of the jungle, despite their preference for open grasslands, possess a social structure that is quite unique. They live in prides, which typically consist of related females, their offspring, and a small number of males. This social living allows them to collaborate in hunting, protect their territory, and raise their young together. Meanwhile, hyenas, often underestimated, are highly intelligent and social creatures as well. They live in clans, which can be matriarchal, meaning that the females are dominant and lead the group. This structure enables hyenas to hunt cooperatively, often targeting larger prey. In the realm of competition, both lions and hyenas have developed strategies that highlight their strengths. For lions, their sheer size and strength are significant advantages when it comes to hunting large herbivores, such as wildebeests or zebras. They often hunt in groups, using teamwork to surround and take down prey, demonstrating a level of coordination that is impressive to witness. Hyenas, on the other hand, are incredibly resourceful and opportunistic. They have a strong bite force, capable of crushing bones, which allows them to access nutrients that many other predators cannot. This gives them an edge when scavenging, as they can consume remains left behind by larger predators, including lion. The competition between lions and hyenas can sometimes escalate into confrontations, especially when food sources are scarce. Lions may chase hyenas away from a kill, showcasing their dominance, while hyenas in turn can harass lions, trying to steal food and assert their own presence. This back and forth can lead to a dynamic balance of power in the savanna, where the outcome often depends on the specific circumstances, including the number of individuals involved, the availability of food, and the season. Interestingly, the relationship between these two predators is not solely one of enmity. They also play crucial roles in the ecosystem. Both species help keep herbivore populations in check, which is essential for maintaining the balance of their habitat. Moreover, their interactions can influence the behaviors of other animals in the savanna, creating a ripple effect throughout the ecosystem. In addition to lions and hyenas, the savanna is home to other predators, such as leopards. The concept of the top of the food chain plays a significant role in shaping the dynamics of life in the savanna, where various animals coexist, each adapting to their environment in unique ways. In this vast and open landscape, the top of the food chain, often referred to as apex predators, holds a critical position, influencing not just their own survival, but also the entire ecosystem around them. Apex predators, such as lions, hyenas, and cheetahs, dominate the savanna due to their physical prowess, hunting skills, and social structures, which allow them to hunt efficiently and maintain control over their territories. These animals are essential in regulating the populations of herbivores, such as zebras, gazelles, and wildebeests, which helps prevent overgrazing and promotes a balanced ecosystem. When apex predators thrive, they keep herbivore populations in check, ensuring that vegetation is not depleted, which would otherwise lead to food shortages for all species, including other animals and insects. The presence of these predators can also influence the behavior and migration patterns of herbivores, as they often adapt their movements to avoid areas where they are at risk of being hunted. Moreover, the top of the food chain contributes to the biodiversity within the savanna. When apex predators are healthy and abundant, they create a ripple effect that benefits various other species, from scavengers like vultures, who rely on the remains of prey, to smaller carnivores, who may take advantage of the hunting opportunities created by larger predators. The balance maintained by these top-tier animals ensures that the ecosystem remains resilient and capable of supporting diverse life forms. In contrast, when apex predators are removed from the savanna, either through human activities or environmental changes, the consequences can be dire. Without these predators, herbivore populations can explode, leading to overgrazing, habitat destruction, and a significant decline in plant diversity. This imbalance can trigger a cascade of negative effects throughout the ecosystem, ultimately threatening the survival of many species, including those that rely on specific plants for food and shelter. The concept of being at the top of the food chain is not just about power or dominance, but rather about the intricate balance of life that sustains the rich tapestry of the savanna. It highlights the interconnectedness of all species, illustrating how each plays a role in maintaining the health and diversity of their environment. Understanding this concept helps us appreciate the importance of conservation efforts aimed at protecting these. Social structures within animal groups play a crucial role in their survival and dominance, particularly in environments like the savanna, where competition for resources is fierce. In the case of lions, their social structure is known as a pride, which is a group typically consisting of a few related females, their cubs, and one or more males. This arrangement allows for a division of labor, where lionesses often work together to hunt and rear young, enhancing their overall success as a group. The dynamics within these prides are fascinating, as they can determine which lions have access to food, mating opportunities, and territory. The male lions in a pride often engage in fierce battles to establish dominance, which is vital for maintaining their position and ensuring the pride's continuation. When a new male takes over, he may kill the cubs of the previous males, which can seem brutal, but it serves a purpose. This action brings the females back into estrus more quickly, allowing the new male to pass on his genes. This ruthless aspect of pride dynamics highlights how social structures can directly impact reproductive success and ultimately influence the genetic makeup of future generations. Moreover, the social bonds formed between the lionesses in a pride are critical for cooperative hunting. They often use strategies such as surrounding a herd of wildebeest or zebra to increase their chances of making a successful kill. This collaborative effort not only provides food for the pride, but also strengthens the relationships between the females, which can lead to better protection of their young against threats from rival prides or other predators. The hierarchy within the pride is also significant, as it establishes a pecking order that can affect access to food and mates. Higher-ranking lions typically have first choice at meals and breeding opportunities, while lower-ranking individuals may have to wait or even go hungry. This system of dominance helps maintain order within the pride and ensures that the strongest individuals pass on their traits. The social structure of the pride, therefore, is not just a method of organization. It is a survival strategy that enhances their ability to thrive in the challenging conditions of the savannah. In terms of territory, social structures also play a key role. A pride that works well together can defend a larger territory against intruders, which is crucial for securing the necessary resources, like hunting grounds and water sources. The boundaries of a pride's territory are often marked by scent markings and vocalizations, which serve to communicate their presence to other lions. When rival prides come too close, they may engage. In the vast expanse of the savannah, where golden grasses sway gently in the wind, the availability of water sources plays a crucial role in determining which animals can thrive and establish dominance. Water is not just a life-giving resource. It serves as a magnet for various species, influencing their distribution and behavior. During the dry season, when water becomes scarce, many animals, including herbivores and predators, are forced to congregate around the remaining waterholes, creating intense competition. For instance, large mammals such as elephants, which require significant amounts of water, often dominate these areas, using their size and strength to fend off other species. This dominance can have a ripple effect, influencing the entire ecosystem. When water sources are plentiful, the savannah can support a diverse array of species, from the towering giraffes, gracefully reaching for high branches, to smaller animals like warthogs, which thrive in the underbrush. However, during droughts, the dynamics shift dramatically. For example, predators like lions and hyenas, which rely on prey animals that gather near water, gain an advantage, as their hunting success rate increases when herbivores are concentrated in smaller areas. This concentration can lead to higher mortality rates among prey populations, which in turn affects the predator population as food becomes less available after the initial surge. Certain animals, like crocodiles and hippos, are adapted to exploit water resources in unique ways, allowing them to thrive in aquatic environments, while other species, such as the hardy wildebeest, are better suited for the arid grasslands. The ability of an animal to access water not only impacts its survival, but also its reproduction, as many species require water for breeding. For instance, amphibians, which need water for their eggs and tadpoles, are greatly affected by the availability of ponds and streams. In contrast, animals like camels, which can go long periods without water, can roam further and claim territories that others cannot reach, allowing them to avoid competition and find food sources more effectively. Moreover, the seasonal changes in water availability also influence migration patterns. Many animals, such as zebras and wildebeests, undertake long migrations in search of greener pastures and reliable water sources. These migrations are not just survival strategies, they are also vital for maintaining the health of the ecosystem, as they help prevent overgrazing in certain areas and encourage the regrowth of vegetation. The presence of water thus serves as a critical factor in apex predators are fascinating creatures, and their adaptations play a crucial role in their survival and success within the savanna ecosystem. One of the most significant adaptations is their physical prowess, which often includes strong muscular bodies, sharp claws, and powerful jaws designed for gripping and tearing flesh. For example, lions, often referred to as the kings of the savanna, possess strong forelimbs and sharp retractable claws that help them catch and hold on to prey, while their powerful jaws allow them to deliver a fatal bite, ensuring they can consume their prey efficiently. Additionally, these predators often have keen senses, particularly their eyesight and hearing. Many, like the cheetah, have excellent night vision, allowing them to hunt effectively during dawn or dusk when many prey animals are most active. Their acute hearing helps them detect the sounds of prey even from a distance, which is vital in the open savanna where sound travels easily. Social structures also play an important role in the adaptations of apex predators. For example, lions live in prides, which allows them to work together to hunt larger animals, defend their territory, and raise their young. This social behavior not only enhances their hunting success, but also helps them protect their kills from scavengers, ensuring they get the necessary nutrients to thrive. Moreover, these predators have adapted specific hunting strategies that take advantage of their environment. Cheetahs, for instance, are built for speed. They can accelerate quickly and maintain high speeds over short distances, making them exceptional hunters of agile prey like gazelles. Their hunting style often involves stealth and short bursts of speed, allowing them to close the distance on their targets before launching a rapid chase. In addition to physical adaptations, apex predators also exhibit behavioral adaptations. For instance, they often have well-defined territories that they patrol and defend against intruders, ensuring that they have access to sufficient food resources. This territorial behavior is crucial in maintaining their status at the top of the food chain, as it reduces competition from other predators and allows them to secure a reliable food supply. Furthermore, apex predators may also display complex learning behaviors, which enable them to adapt their hunting techniques based on previous experiences. This intelligence allows them to become more effective hunters over time, as they learn to exploit the weaknesses of their prey, whether it's understanding the best times to hunt, recognizing the signs of vulnerability in their targets, or even developing cooperative strategies with other members of their species. Lastly, the physiological adaptations of apex predators, such herbivores like elephants and zebras, play a vital role in shaping the balance of power among predatory animals in the savanna, and their influence can be seen in various ways that affect the entire ecosystem. First, herbivores serve as a primary food source for many predators, which means their population dynamics can directly impact the numbers and behaviors of carnivores in the area. For instance, when there are more zebras grazing on the plains, predators such as lions and hyenas may find it easier to hunt, leading to an increase in their populations. Conversely, if herbivore numbers decline, perhaps due to drought or disease, predators may struggle to find enough food, which could lead to a decrease in their numbers, creating a ripple effect through the food web. Additionally, the presence of large herbivores like elephants can significantly alter the physical landscape of the savanna. Elephants, With their immense size and strength, knock down trees and clear brush, which opens up the environment, creating more space for grasses to grow. This habitat change not only benefits smaller herbivores by providing them with more grazing areas, but it also influences where predators can hunt. Predators often prefer open spaces where they can easily spot and chase prey, so the activities of elephants can create ideal conditions for hunting, thereby enhancing the predatory opportunities available. Moreover, the behaviors of herbivores can influence predator strategies. For example, zebras are known for their group behavior, often forming large herds to protect themselves from predators. This social structure can make it challenging for a lone predator to successfully hunt, as the coordinated movements of the herd can confuse and deter attackers. In this way, herbivores not only shape the physical landscape, but they also affect predator tactics, leading to a complex interplay of strategies on both sides. Herbivores also contribute to nutrient cycling within the ecosystem. When they graze, they help control the growth of certain plant species, preventing any one type of vegetation from dominating the landscape. This diversity in plant life can support a wider range of herbivores, which in turn supports a variety of predators. Furthermore, the waste produced by herbivores enriches the soil, promoting plant growth, which sustains the whole food web. In terms of competition among predators, the abundance of herbivores can lead to increased competition for food. For example, if the savanna is teeming with zebras, different predators, throughout history, the savanna has undergone significant changes in climate and vegetation, which have greatly influenced the current animal hierarchy we observe today. Around 10 to 20 million years ago, during the Miocene epoch, the Earth's climate was generally warmer and wetter than it is now, which allowed dense forests to flourish in many areas. However, as the climate shifted towards cooler and drier conditions, these forests began to recede, giving way to the expansive grasslands and open woodlands characteristic of the savannas we see today. This transition created new ecological niches, promoting the evolution of a variety of species that adapted to the changing environment. As the vegetation changed, so did the types of animals that thrived in these new habitats. For instance, the rise of grasses led to the development of grazers such as zebras and antelopes, which evolved long legs and specialized digestive systems to efficiently consume grass. These herbivores became a crucial part of the savanna ecosystem, as they not only feed on grasses but also contribute to the cycle of nutrients through their waste. Furthermore, the presence of large herbivores attracted predators like lions and hyenas, which adapted to hunt in open spaces, utilizing their speed and teamwork to take down prey. The fluctuations in climate also played a role in the distribution and abundance of different species. During periods of drought, for example, food sources became scarce, forcing animals to migrate in search of better conditions. This migration behavior influenced the social structures and hierarchies of animal groups, as competing for resources became a matter of survival. Additionally, the changing climate led to periodic wildfires, which, while destructive, also created new growth opportunities for plants, fostering a dynamic environment where certain species could thrive while others struggled. Moreover, the savanna is characterized by a complex interplay between flora and fauna, where the vegetation not only provides food but also shelter for various species. Trees and shrubs serve as nesting sites for birds, while their fruits attract monkeys and other animals. In turn, these animals help in seed dispersal, ensuring the continuation of diverse plant life, which is critical for maintaining the overall balance of the ecosystem. This intricate web of relationships highlights how historical changes in climate and vegetation have molded the current animal hierarchy, reflecting a rich tapestry of evolutionary adaptations and ecological interactions. Over time, human activity has also impacted the savanna's ecosystem, leading to habitat loss and changes in animal populations. As we continue to study these historical changes, we gain human activities, such as poaching and habitat destruction, have a profound impact on the animals that rule the savanna, disrupting the delicate balance of this unique ecosystem. Poaching, which is the illegal hunting of wildlife, poses a significant threat to various species, especially the iconic large mammals like elephants, lions, and rhinoceroses. These animals are often targeted for their tusks, skins, or horns, leading to drastic decreases in their populations. For instance, elephant populations have plummeted due to the ivory trade, and as their numbers decline, the entire ecosystem feels the effects. Since elephants play a crucial role in maintaining the savanna landscape through their feeding habits, which help to shape vegetation and create habitats for other species. Similarly, the destruction of habitats, often caused by agriculture, urban development, or logging, removes the natural spaces that animals need to survive. When forests or grasslands are converted into farmland or urban areas, animals lose their homes, and many species struggle to find food and shelter. For example, the conversion of savannas into agricultural land blocks, migration routes for animals, making it difficult for them to access water and food during different seasons. This fragmentation of habitats not only reduces the population sizes, but also increases competition for resources among remaining animals, leading to stress and lower survival rates. Furthermore, as human activities expand into these natural areas, they introduce new challenges for the animals that inhabit the savanna. The presence of humans can lead to increased conflict, as animals may wander into human settlements in search of food, resulting in fatal encounters. Additionally, pollution from agricultural runoff can contaminate water sources, affecting the health of animals that rely on these water points. The introduction of invasive species, often facilitated by human actions, can further disrupt the native wildlife, outcompeting them for resources and altering the ecosystem dynamics. In essence, the combined effects of poaching and habitat destruction create a ripple effect throughout the savanna ecosystem. As key species decline, the intricate web of life that depends on them begins to unravel, leading to a loss of biodiversity, which is essential for a healthy ecosystem. The savannas, once bustling with life, face the risk of becoming unrecognizable, highlighting the urgent need for conservation efforts and responsible human practices to protect these majestic animals and their habitats. Scavengers in the savanna ecosystem play an essential role in maintaining the balance of nature, as they are nature's cleanup crew, consuming the remains of dead animals, and in doing so, they help to recycle nutrients back into the soil, which is crucial for plant growth. In the vast open landscapes of the savanna, where herds of herbivores graze, the death of these animals, whether from natural causes, predation, or disease, creates a food source for scavengers such as vultures, hyenas, and jackals. These scavengers are specially adapted to locate carcasses, often soaring high in the sky or roaming the ground, using their keen senses of sight and smell to find their next meal. While scavengers are vital for the ecosystem, they also face competition from dominant predators like lions and cheetahs, who are at the top of the food chain. When a predator makes a kill, they often consume as much of the carcass as they can, leaving behind scraps for scavengers. However, this competition can become fierce, as scavengers must be quick and opportunistic to get their share before dominant predators return or before other scavengers arrive. For example, hyenas are known for their strong jaws and social behaviors, often working in groups to intimidate or chase away larger predators from a kill, which allows them to access the remains more easily. Interestingly, the competition between scavengers and predators can lead to unique interactions and behaviors. Sometimes, predators may even allow scavengers to feed on their kills, knowing that they can benefit from the scavengers cleaning up the area, which reduces the chance of attracting unwanted parasites or diseases associated with decaying carcasses. This relationship highlights a fascinating aspect of the savanna ecosystem, where competition can also lead to cooperation, demonstrating how interconnected and interdependent the various species are within this complex environment. Scavengers also contribute to the health of the ecosystem by preventing the spread of disease. When dead animals are left to decay, they can become breeding grounds for pathogens, which could affect other wildlife and even humans. By consuming these carcasses quickly, scavengers help minimize the risk of disease outbreaks. Their role in nutrient cycling, disease control, and as part of the food web makes them indispensable players in the savanna. Thus, while they may often go unnoticed, scavengers are crucial in maintaining the delicate balance of life in this vibrant and diverse ecosystem, showcasing the intricate relationships that exist between seasonal migrations of animals, particularly in the savanna, create a complex web of interactions that significantly influence the dynamics of power among various species. During migration, large herds of herbivores, such as wildebeests and zebras, travel across vast distances in search of greener pastures and water sources. This movement not only affects the herbivores themselves, but also has a ripple effect on predators, scavengers, and even the vegetation of the savanna. When these herbivores migrate, they leave behind areas that are rich in nutrients, allowing plants to flourish, which can lead to increased competition among herbivorous species that follow them. As these migrations unfold, predators such as lions and hyenas often track the movements of these large herds, adjusting their hunting strategies and territories accordingly. This can lead to a shift in power dynamics, as predators that are more adept at following the migrations may have greater access to food, thereby increasing their strength and reproductive success. Conversely, predators that fail to adapt to these changes may find themselves struggling to find enough food, leading to declines in their populations. Additionally, the arrival of large herds can influence the behavior of smaller carnivores, such as jackals or servals, who may take advantage of the opportunities created by the migrations, scavenging on the leftovers of larger kills or preying on the young and weak animals that are often left behind. Furthermore, the migrations also play a crucial role in the social structures of the animal communities involved. For instance, within herds, there are often established hierarchies based on age and strength, which can shift during migrations as younger or stronger individuals may assert dominance in the search for food. This can lead to changes in breeding patterns, as the strongest individuals often have the best access to mates, thereby influencing the genetic diversity of future generations. The interactions between species during these migrations also foster complex relationships, as some animals may form temporary alliances for mutual benefit, while others may engage in competition for limited resources, further complicating the power dynamics at play. On another level, the impact of seasonal migrations extends beyond the immediate interactions among animal species. These movements can also influence the ecological balance of the savanna itself. For example, as herbivores graze on grasses, they help maintain the health of the ecosystem by preventing overgrowth, which can lead to fires that devastate the landscape. In return, the plants rely on the nutrients provided by the animals through their drove. In the vast and vibrant savanna, territorial behaviors among dominant species are fascinating to observe, as they play a crucial role in maintaining the balance of the ecosystem. These behaviors can manifest in several ways, often influenced by the need to secure resources such as food, water, and space, which are vital for survival, especially in such a competitive environment. For instance, many large herbivores, like elephants and buffalo, establish territories that they defend against others of their kind, ensuring that they have access to the best grazing areas, especially during dry seasons when resources become scarce. Elephants, known for their intelligence and social structures, often communicate through a range of vocalizations and body language to assert their dominance and warn others to stay away from their chosen areas. Using low-frequency sounds that can travel great distances, which is quite remarkable. Predators, too, demonstrate strong territorial behaviors. Take lions, for example. They often patrol their territory, marking it with scent markings and vocalizations, like roars, which can be heard for miles. This serves not only to assert their dominance over a particular area, but also to warn rival prides to stay clear, as intrusions can lead to fierce confrontations. Male lions in particular engage in aggressive displays, such as growling and showing their teeth, to establish their presence and deter competitors. Similarly, cheetahs and leopards also exhibit territorial behaviors, though their strategies differ slightly, as cheetahs rely more on speed and stealth to defend their territories from other predators, while leopards are known for their solitary nature, marking trees with scratches and scent to communicate their boundaries to others. Birds in the savanna, such as the African grey hornbill, also exhibit territorial displays, often performing elaborate songs and dances to attract mates and ward off rivals, signaling to others that they are established in their chosen area. This vocal behavior, combined with physical displays, helps them to maintain their territory without unnecessary conflict. In addition to vocalizations and physical markers, some species use visual displays, such as the colorful plumage of certain birds, to signal their dominance and deter intruders. The presence of territorial behaviors is not just about competition. It also plays a key role in the reproductive success of these species, as having a secure territory often leads to better access to mates. In contrast, some species exhibit communal territorial behaviors, where groups work together to defend their territory. For example, African wild dogs hunt and defend their territories. In the savanna, the concept of symbiosis plays a crucial role in shaping the relationships between dominant animals and their environment, as well as among the various species that inhabit this unique ecosystem. Symbiosis refers to the close and often long-term interactions between different biological species. And in the savanna, these interactions can take many forms, including mutualism, commensalism, and parasitism. For instance, consider the relationship between elephants and the trees they feed on. Elephants, being the largest land mammals, have a significant impact on their environment. As they feed on various trees and shrubs, they help to shape the landscape, creating open areas that allow sunlight to reach the ground, fostering the growth of grasses and other plants. This, in turn, benefits a multitude of smaller herbivores, such as zebras and antelopes, which thrive in the newly available grazing areas. Here, we see mutualism at work, where both the elephants and the smaller herbivores benefit from the changes brought about by the elephants' feeding habits. Another fascinating example of symbiosis in the savanna involves birds and large mammals, such as buffalo or giraffes. Oxpeckers, which are small birds, often perch on these large animals, feeding on parasites that infest their skin. In this case, the oxpeckers gain a food source, while the larger animals benefit from the removal of harmful pests. This is a classic case of mutualism, showcasing how different species can thrive together, improving each other's chances of survival while maintaining a balance in the ecosystem. However, symbiotic relationships can sometimes shift towards parasitism, as seen when oxpeckers not only remove parasites, but also peck at the wounds of their hosts, causing further harm. This complex dynamic illustrates that symbiosis is not always a clear-cut benefit for both parties involved. The role of dominant carnivores, such as lions, also highlights the importance of symbiosis in the savanna. Lions, as apex predators, help regulate the populations of herbivores like wildebeests and gazelles. By preying on these animals, lions prevent overgrazing, which could lead to habitat degradation. This predatory relationship is essential for maintaining the balance of the ecosystem, ensuring that no single species overwhelms the environment. The presence of lions can also influence the behavior of herbivores, who may graze in safer areas, allowing vegetation to recover in the vast, open landscapes of the savanna, where the golden grasses sway gently in the wind. Dominant predators have developed some truly fascinating hunting strategies, each tailored to the unique challenges of their environment. For instance, lions, often referred to as the kings of the savanna, utilize a cooperative hunting technique where they work together as a pride, coordinating their movements to surround and ambush their prey, such as wildebeests or zebras. This teamwork is essential, especially when targeting larger herbivores, as it increases their chances of a successful hunt and minimizes the risk of injury. On the other hand, cheetahs, known for their incredible speed, employ a different tactic altogether. These sleek hunters rely on their astonishing bursts of acceleration, reaching speeds of up to 60 miles per hour in just a few seconds. To catch their prey, they often use a stealthy approach, crouching low in the grass to blend in with their surroundings before launching a quick and powerful sprint to close the gap between them and their target. This high-speed chase, however, is not without its risks, as a cheetah can only maintain such speeds for a short distance, making precision and timing crucial. Then there are the spotted hyenas, which are often underestimated. These intelligent predators not only hunt in packs but also scavenge, using their strong jaws to crush bones and consume what others leave behind. Hyenas have a unique method of hunting known as opportunistic hunting, where they may follow other predators, waiting for the moment to steal a kill, or they may work together to chase down smaller animals. Their social structure plays a significant role in their hunting success, as they communicate effectively using vocalizations and body language to coordinate their efforts. Another remarkable strategy is seen in African wild dogs, which are known for their stamina and endurance. Unlike other predators that rely on strength or speed, wild dogs engage in a long-distance chase, often pursuing their prey for miles. They are highly social animals, and their pack dynamics allow them to communicate and strategize during the hunt. They often use a relay method, where some dogs chase while others rest, ensuring that they can maintain their energy for the long haul, ultimately wearing down their target. Meanwhile, leopards exhibit a different approach, often hunting alone. They are masters of stealth and patience, using their excellent climbing skills to ambush prey from above, by stalking silently and then pouncing on. In the savannah, the reproductive strategies of dominant species play a crucial role in their long-term survival, influencing not only their own populations, but also the ecosystem as a whole. Many dominant species, such as elephants, lions, and various herbivores, have developed unique reproductive behaviors that enhance their chances of thriving in this environment. For instance, elephants, being social animals, often exhibit a matriarchal structure, where older, experienced females lead the herd. This social structure allows for cooperative care of the young, ensuring that calves have a greater chance of survival, as they learn necessary skills and behaviors from the adults around them. Furthermore, elephants have a long gestation period, lasting nearly 2 years, which means that they typically give birth to fewer offspring, but those offspring are often healthier and have better survival rates. On the other hand, lions, which are also dominant predators in the savannah, have a different approach to reproduction. Lionesses often give birth to several cubs at once, which can be beneficial in terms of ensuring that at least some survive, despite the dangers they face from other predators and environmental challenges. The pride structure of lions allows them to collectively care for the young, sharing the responsibilities of hunting and protection, which increases the likelihood that more cubs will reach adulthood. This social collaboration is critical in a landscape where competition for food is fierce and where threats from rival prides or single predators can be significant. Herbivores, like zebras and wildebeests, have their own reproductive strategies that are closely tied to their migratory patterns. For example, wildebeests engage in synchronized birthing, where a large number of females give birth around the same time. This phenomenon, known as calving season, creates a situation where the sheer number of young can overwhelm predators, thus increasing the chances of survival for the newborns. This strategy also ensures that the population can quickly rebound after periods of drought or other environmental stresses, maintaining a stable presence in the savanna ecosystem. The timing of reproduction is also key for many species in the savanna. Many animals time their breeding to coincide with the rainy season, which ensures that there is an abundance of food available for their young. This synchronization with environmental cycles allows for optimal survival conditions, as the availability of resources can significantly impact the growth and health of the offspring. Moreover, dominant species often exhibit territorial behavior during mating seasons, which can influence not only their reproductive success, but also their survival as they defend their. In the vast savannas, Where the golden grasses sway under the warm sun, the balance of life teeters delicately, and diseases can significantly disrupt this balance, particularly among the ruling animals, like lions, hyenas, and elephants, which often play crucial roles in their ecosystems. When diseases strike these dominant species, the effects can ripple through the entire savanna community, altering population dynamics, reducing competition, and changing predator-prey relationships. For example, if a disease affects a pride of lions, which are apex predators, the population of herbivores, such as zebras and antelopes, may increase dramatically, leading to overgrazing and strain on the vegetation. This unchecked herbivore population can further lead to habitat degradation as the grasses and plants struggle to recover. Moreover, diseases can diminish the reproductive success of ruling animals, leading to fewer young being born. In lions, for instance, diseases like canine distemper virus can decimate populations, especially among cubs and young adults who are most vulnerable. As the numbers of these top predators dwindle, competition among lower-tier predators, such as hyenas, might intensify as they seek to fill the void left behind. Additionally, when dominant herbivores, like elephants, are affected by diseases, such as the elephant herpes virus, the social structures of their herds can be disrupted, causing further challenges in raising young and maintaining group cohesion. The impact of diseases is not limited to just the ruling animals. It can also create a ripple effect that influences other species in the ecosystem, including scavengers, which rely on the carcasses left behind by sick or dying animals. The presence of disease can also attract opportunistic species that thrive in the wake of sickness, shifting the balance of the ecosystem even further. Furthermore, savanna ecosystems are already under stress from human activities, such as habitat loss and climate change, which can exacerbate the impact of diseases. As these ruling animals face additional challenges, their populations may decline more rapidly, leading to an even greater imbalance in the savanna ecosystem. Understanding the role diseases play in these populations is crucial for conservation efforts, as maintaining healthy populations of ruling animals is essential for the overall health of the savanna. This interconnectedness highlights the importance of monitoring wildlife health and addressing diseases that can threaten the delicate balance of these extraordinary ecosystems. In the savanna, the dynamics between smaller and larger carnivores create a fascinating web of interactions that can influence the behavior and territory of these predators in surprising ways. Smaller carnivores, such as jackals and servals, often thrive in the same environments as larger predators, like lions and leopards. Their presence can lead to changes in the larger predators' hunting patterns and territorial behaviors. For instance, when smaller carnivores are abundant in an area, larger predators may alter their hunting strategies, opting for different prey or changing their hunting times, perhaps to avoid competition or to reduce conflict over food resources. This can be particularly evident during the times when smaller carnivores scavenge on kills made by larger predators, as they may attract attention and lead to confrontations. In addition, the presence of smaller carnivores can influence the spacing and territory of larger predators. Larger predators may expand their territories to ensure that they have enough resources while avoiding areas where smaller carnivores dominate. This territorial adjustment can be driven by the need to maintain a stable food supply and reduce competition. Interestingly, research has shown that larger predators might also exhibit a more cautious behavior when smaller carnivores are nearby, as the latter can sometimes alert prey animals to the presence of larger threats, making it more difficult for the larger predators to successfully hunt. Moreover, smaller carnivores can have a cascading effect on the ecosystem. By preying on smaller herbivores, they can help regulate the population of these species, which in turn influences the availability of vegetation. This dynamic can lead to changes in the habitat structure, affecting where larger predators choose to establish their territories. For example, if the smaller carnivores keep the population of certain herbivores in check, it might allow for a denser growth of vegetation in some areas, which could then attract different prey species that larger carnivores might hunt. The interactions between these carnivores also extend to social behaviors. Smaller carnivores often hunt in packs or family groups, which can lead to increased competition and territorial disputes with larger predators. In some cases, larger carnivores might even tolerate the presence of smaller ones within their territory, particularly if there is enough food to go around. This tolerance can create a unique balance where both types of predators coexist, each adapting to the other's presence in ways that allow them to thrive in the savanna's challenging environment. Ultimately, the presence of smaller carnivores in the vast, sun-drenched savanna, where life thrives in a constant dance of survival, prey animals have developed a remarkable array of adaptations to navigate the ever-present threats posed by dominant predators. To begin with, many of these animals, like gazelles and antelopes, have evolved incredible speed and agility, enabling them to dart away swiftly from predators such as lions and cheetahs. This quickness is not just about moving fast. It's also about having the ability to make sharp turns and sudden leaps, which can throw off a pursuing predator, giving the prey an advantage in the chase. Additionally, camouflage plays a crucial role in the survival of prey species in the savanna. Animals like the East African dik-dik blend seamlessly into their surroundings, with their fur mimicking the colors and textures of the grasslands and shrubs. This natural disguise helps them avoid detection, especially when they remain motionless, as predators often rely on sight when hunting. Furthermore, some prey animals have developed more complex social structures, forming herds or groups that enhance their protection. By staying in numbers, they can increase their collective vigilance, and with multiple eyes scanning the horizon, the chances of spotting a lurking predator are significantly higher. Another fascinating adaptation is the use of alarm calls or warning signals. Many species, such as meerkats and vervet monkeys, have specific calls to alert others to danger. These vocalizations can convey information about the type of threat and its proximity, allowing other members of the group to react promptly, whether that means fleeing to safety or taking cover. This communication is vital in the savanna, where the landscape can be vast and a keen awareness of surroundings is essential for survival. Moreover, some prey animals have developed unique physical traits that aid in their defense. For instance, the thick skin of the African buffalo provides a level of protection against bites and scratches from predators, while the sharp horns of many antelopes, like the kudu, can be used as a weapon when cornered. In addition to physical adaptations, behavioral changes are also key. Many prey species have learned to be more nocturnal, becoming active during the cooler hours of the night when predators are less likely to hunt.